So I got the camera out. It is the next day. As you guys can see right here, we got the bumper all mounted up. The last clip you guys seen was a shitty iPhone clip. So let me just go ahead and show you guys again. You won't be able to see it really good from this side, but we do have a screw and a rivet going up through here, holding this side in. Same thing going on right here and right here. Go ahead and pop the hood. So as you guys can see right here, I got a screw right there and a screw right there. And what I went ahead and did, I used this gun. I went ahead and put rivets in the factory holes that were right there. And then I went to Home Depot, got some screws, went ahead and screwed it in, and it's working out just fine. I did put some washers on there so it could get more hold of the bumper. And then I did the same thing with this side. This side you can see it a little better. There's the rivet, there's the screw in the washer, and this thing is not going nowhere. I also put some brackets. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a bracket right there coming to the bottom of the bumper, and then another bracket right there. But yeah, that's basically what I did yesterday. And right now I'm working on the side skirt, so let me show you guys what we got going on. As you guys can see right here, I do have holes in the side skirts already. Going to the 2 factory holes right there for the other side skirts, and then in the front I do have another hole on that side. Just going to this 1 factory hole right here. I am using a nut and bolt right now for those because I am running out of rivets. But then let me show you guys what I got for the inside of the side skirt. So right here on the inside, it needs to be held up nice and tight along this line right here. So I went ahead and drilled a hole right there, rivet in there, and then another one right there. And then I do plan on doing one all the way on that side on this wing flap right here. But I do have to heat this up and kind of mold it on because this right now is sticking out. And if I do put a bolt there, it'll probably crack. So I got the heat gun right there. I need to apply some heat after I mock this all up, and then go ahead and make the other hole for that flap right there. But that's basically all that's going to be holding on this side skirt. So let me go ahead and put this on, and then I'll show you guys. Alright, as you guys can see, I do have the side skirt on. Let me go ahead and go to this side. The wheel's a little twisted, so it looks kind of weird, but it's on there. Just like the front bumper, there's little gaps and imperfections, but that's what you're going to get with Duraflex. And as you can see right here, these are the 2 bolts. I have them on loosely. Even loosely, this thing's not going anywhere. In the front, I just got the one right there. And then, if you guys see right here, we got the one right there and one right there. I still didn't do the one over there. I might not even do it over there because this is sturdy. It's not going nowhere. I'm shaking this brutally. And right here was a little tight to get over the rivet because the rivet has like a little bump. So what I did was just heat it up and little by little push it on. And then after I went ahead and threaded this in and got it to where I want it, I just heated up a bunch so it could kind of form. So when I take it off, I don't have to struggle to put it back on. But yeah, guys, that's how it looks. Can't get really a side shot because the car is here, but we're pretty much going to do that same thing to the other side, and then those are the side skirts.
Ryan Little. Yoga.
Guys, so we got this side skirt on halfway. So as you guys can see, I got this one on. This is kind of fitting, not as good as the other side. It looks kind of shitty up close. From far, it doesn't look that bad. I'm still gonna play with it. I did mock up that one and did some trimming. I did not do no trimming to this one. So once you do the trimming, it fits a lot better. So that's gonna go away pretty soon. And as you can see over here, we got it mocked up right here. Just got 1 bolt. I don't got a second one. And like I said, I did no trimming, so there's like ugly gaps. And as you can see right here, we need to go ahead and work this out and find out a way to make this fit right. Because as you can see, it's not fitting up against anything. But that's as to be expected. This side is a little tighter than the other side. The other side I could kind of shove it in. And it kind of wanted to go in, not really. It went up to like right here. But this side, it stops right here. It doesn't want to go in. So I'm going to have to play with this around a little bit. Get this to touch as inside as possible. Get these lines to match up here. and then we can go ahead and do the same thing we did on the other side, one right here and then one in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat this up, play around with it a little bit, make it fit a little better, and then we'll go ahead and do the rivets, and then from the rivets we'll go ahead and do the screws, and then probably a little bit of trimming to make this fit a little bit nicer. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and took it off, drilled the holes for the back, drilled another hole for the back right here so it can maintain the angle that it's at, because if it's just this, it has like kind of a pivot and we don't want that. And as you can see right here, it's not bolted on yet. I actually just have some tape holding it on, so you can see it's coming loose. So it does come in a little bit more. I heated it up. You guys can see it'll probably sit around there, but then there is going to be a little gap right here, which, like again I said, you're gonna have to deal with that when you're getting Duraflex. There's not much you can do unless you fiberglass over it, and that's a lot of work. And now also it's a lot of work, but that takes a lot of skill as well, which I might end up doing in some of these spots, but I don't know. I think I might leave it like this. Let's see what I end up doing. But this is kind of fitting up, but I'm gonna go ahead and drill those 2 holes, go ahead and rivet those 2 holes. It's kind of in a lot of pressure right now, but my rule is if the tape holds it up, then it's okay for a bolt to go in there. So, and as you can see, the tape's holding it up pretty good. It's like 4 pieces of tape right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and push it in as much as I can, drill a hole there, drill a hole right here, and then I might leave that one like that as well. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so if you come over here, got the side skirt off, we got the hole right there, we got our second hole right there, we got our rivets right here. These fit through there perfectly. Oh, grab it real quick. So now we have a rivet gun. Basically, we just put the right size thread thing in there. We screw this on. Make sure it's all the way on. Make sure it's all the way open. And then all we gotta do, go ahead and stick this in there. Make sure it's all the way down, so you want to use 2 hands for this, and then go ahead and squeeze this bottom part right there. And what that does is just squeezes the top part. The threads are actually more towards the bottom right here, so it's not going to do any harm when it squeezes the top. And you can see right there, there's a little gap in between the where the actual threads are, so when it squishes, it doesn't mess up the threads, and you could just screw in. If you look down here, I got this one in, and then I got this one in. You want to make sure you don't squeeze it too much, because it could kind of mess up, but you don't want to leave this rivet loose. As you can see, this doesn't wiggle around or anything, so we should be good to go ahead and put the side skirt back on, screw everything back on, and there you go, we're done with the other side skirt. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that side skirt back on. I'm gonna go grab something to eat because I'm hungry, and then we'll go ahead and get to the rear bumper. Yassys should be here. We're gonna put some lowering springs on his car. Maybe I'll put this in this video, I don't know, but yeah, right now it's like 3 o'clock, I believe, so let's keep going. Record when I first got the food, but as you can see, I got 1 left. I had 3. We got a charitos, and then we watching some, what are we watching? Jimmy Oaks at the track. Put my sweater on because it's a little chilly now. Now that the sun's going away, there's no sun here. It's all moving back, unfortunately, and it's getting a little windy, so now that I'm not moving, I'm getting kind of cold. But we're gonna eat, watch a YouTube video, and then get back to it. Alright guys, so I don't know if I told you or not, but I did run out of screws. Bam. As you can see, we got the wheel off. I'm jacking it up from the front. I got my license plate off. tail lights off, I went ahead and loosened this bolt right here. Basically all I did so far. I still gotta take this wheel off, and then we're gonna go ahead and get under there and get all the rest of the bolts off, so we can go ahead and take this bumper off, and we can go ahead and try to install the rear bumper. So let's keep going. Alright guys, so I don't really know what I need to loosen, so everything I see I'm going to loosen. I already loosened that bolt right there. There's one screw thing right there, I took that one out. There's one more right there. And if you look under here, there's a couple more over there. And I'm seeing a little bit other ones. And that's all I see for right now, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. So let's just keep taking this stuff off and keep going.
Only
Dad
Puerto
over here
Rico.
talking about
Yo, Puerto Rican magic, papi. 3 star. Pa pa pa. Zoom zoom.
anyways, change of scenery, because as you can see, Yassys here.
What's going on?
We got his car all broken down right here. We putting them lowering springs on. Shout out to his grandpa for that tool.
Shout out to the grandpa.
If you see over here, we got the side skirts, the front bumper on. Let me move it over here. Side skirts, front bumper. We went ahead and took off my rear bumper, which is over here. Got no tail lights on. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, because we'll go ahead and put in lowering springs on this boy's car.
We're halfway through.
After so long. We got the front done, we got to put the front strut on, and then my dad's in the back taking apart the whole thing. Stag brand, I don't know what that is. Anyways, we had to take all of this apart, what my dad did, and Yassys.
That's for my friend Yassy, papi.
So,
Anything for my body, Yassy, papi.
So we can go ahead. So we can go ahead and take these struts out and then put the springs in.
This is just the beginning, papi.
And then we'll show you a before and after. I gotta insert a picture.
What engine we gonna put there later on, papi?
Engine? B20, baby.
You throw it out,
Don't
right?
be
You
saying,
should
don't
wait,
be
you
saying.
should wait.
Yeah,
No, but yeah.
it's a surprise.
Let me know if Yassys should start a
Stay
YouTube
tuned.
channel. Should he start a YouTube channel? He got wheels on the way, lowering springs, bunch of stuff going on. I don't want to spoil a bunch of stuff.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
gonna go
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? It's about to be crazy. So
Remember.
let's get to work, and I'll show you guys when we're done. What we got going on?
Hyper Shop, Japan only, papi.
Yeah.
Woo!
Here. Alright guys, so it is the next day here. We got Yassys lowering springs on. I'll put in a picture, or I'll just link him. I'll link him in the description down below, so you guys can check out his Instagram. But right now, we're test fitting the rear bumper. I have it up, taped there. It's still gotta come up, so that gap will close and that gap will close right here. But as you can see, it's kind of hard to do it just with one person. But as you can see, this side is lining up pretty nicely right away. And then right here isn't too bad. Once this all comes up, this gap will close. And again, this one right here too. And you won't see none of this. And this side right here is lining up pretty nice too. The only thing I'm really worried about is this kind of pushed out. So there's like a little cut right here. This still needs to come up a little bit. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be able to come up like up to right here at least, where it's supposed to be. So just little by little mocking it up. And then doing a little bit of trimming. And once I get where I like it, I'll start drilling the holes and find out where I'm going to mount it. Right now I'm just planning to mount it 2 on the top, 2 in the corners right there. Then at the bottom, let me show you guys. At the bottom I plan on making a bracket or just mounting this flap up to right here. Drilling a hole through here and just putting a mount up right there. That way this kind of tucks inside the way I like it. And that way it's sturdy from the bottom as well. These freaking sirens, bro. Now let me record. I did get everything fitting much better all around here. And then I actually secured this up, so when I close this, there's no gap here and there's no gap in the tail lights. I got a little bit more work to do on this side. As you can see, it's kind of sticking out. I don't know why, but I'm gonna figure that out shortly. My license plate is under this. I literally forgot to get it. It's held in by some zip ties. You can't really see it. I can't pull it back because it's attached. But I gotta take this bumper back off to put those lights in. and then take that license plate out because I need that. And then yeah, but as you can see, it's fitting much better. Can't really see with the tail lights not on, but let me go ahead and pop one of these in real quick and show you. So as you guys can see, I did pop one of the tail lights in, and they're sitting exactly where it's supposed to be. And no gaps over here. Look at that. Did the trimming, did all of this. As you can see, it is looking really good. Pretty much the goal is to make this side fit how that side fits. When I do put this one on, as you can see, there's this right here. It's not centered, it's not where it's supposed to be with the lines. And then there's a little gap under here, so maybe I gotta bring this side up a little bit. But as you see, I already drilled a hole here. And when I put that screw in, it's not sitting how I want it to sit, so I might have to do something else. But this is the key right here, having this supporting it all the way up with a self-tapper. And if I close this, you'll see that there still is a gap there, but it's very not as noticeable as the other one. It's pretty much a little bit more than OEM, which it's not that bad. It looks good. It fits in with all these gaps, which are OEM factory. These are pretty big gaps and stuff, so you can see it looks good. It looks good. It's looking very nice. Very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this side fit good. After I make this side fit good, I'm gonna make other holes to push this in slightly, a little bit like this, because I don't like how in this kit this pokes out a lot. So I have an idea. Just to see that bolt right there. There's a bolt right there. I'm just gonna push this in, which pushes this whole thing in, and I'm gonna bolt it up right there. So that's gonna do. I'm gonna put those tail lights in, those reverse lights, and we should be pretty good to go. So alright you guys, so I got this side sitting pretty much how I want it. So after that, I went ahead and took off the bumper, so I can go ahead and fit these reverse lights in. You can see what I'm gonna have to do. I test fitted this one. I found out what wasn't letting it sit properly. So if you guys look over here, I shaved down a couple stuff right there and right there. I still need to modify the bumper itself. I need to cut into this a little bit so it can sit more in. So basically what I chopped off was these little pieces right here, and then those little pieces right there, as you can see. And that's pretty much all I'm chopping off. And then I'm going to go ahead and chop off a little bit of the bumper. I test fitted this side. That's the same thing that's happening on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Basically it's going to be a little loud over here, but I'm basically just using this and just cutting those little tabs off. And then I'm probably just going to use like the little Dremel to shave the bumper itself and make those sit pretty nice. And just use some self-tappers to hold them in. So let's do this. Bam! As you guys can see, this looks much better than the last clip where there was a bunch of gaps all over the place. There is still a gap on the trunk lid, but I did forget to take this tape out, and as you can see, that is pushed in a little bit. So I did go ahead and screw this in there. This is not going nowhere. So I did the same thing on the other side. As you can see, it's not going nowhere. We got the reverse lights on. Nice. So now, but that's basically gonna sum up today's video. We basically got the whole kit on: rear bumper, the side skirts, the front bumper in the last video, as you guys seen. And yeah, now we got the whole kit on, dry fitted. There's still a couple stuff I gotta do to the kit. Wrap it, because I am wrapping this car. I know you guys been asking me a lot, what am I going to do? Am I going to paint it? What color am I going to do it? You guys are going to have to stay tuned for the color, but I am wrapping the car, so me, my dad, a couple of my friends, my girlfriend. We're gonna go ahead and really sick. You guys hear the wind, I'm sorry. I need to go ahead and put my mic on. It's about to start raining. As you can see, it's already starting to drizzle. So I gotta go ahead and end this video real quick so I can get these shots for you. I'm sorry for the wind noise, but thank you guys for watching. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, because I can't wait till it's done. I can't wait till it's done. I know you guys can't wait either. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the kit in the comments down below. Next video is gonna be my wheels. Should I give you guys a sneak peek real quick? Yeah, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. For staying till the end, I'll give y'all a little quick sneak peek. Oh, there's a mess in there.